Welcome to today's Friday live stream. Welcome to the Friday live stream. Today we are going to be doing something very specific. We're going to be going through how to set up a Plex server. So if you are watching this live, welcome. I'm glad to have you with me. I hope that you ask me some good questions and make sure that I'm making sense through the whole process. If you're watching this a little bit later, then, well, go ahead and scrub through. We're going to be doing this for a little while. And so I think what we'll do first is show you how to set up the server, and then we'll kind of do another tour through Plex. The reason I'm doing this video today is because I released a video, I want to say it was, 3 weeks ago or so, where I did a Plex review, and I gave Plex a glowing review, and I'm glad I did. It's fantastic. I love Plex. But one thing I did was I kind of brushed past, or I skimmed over the surface of how to set up a Plex server in that video. I didn't really go into depth. Well, today I am going to go more into depth. I'm going to show you on my screen exactly how I go about doing that. So I'll have my Plex server here that we can look through. Or the Plex website. I'm going to show you how to set up the server, where to find the folders, how to update everything. So if you have any questions as we go through this, go ahead and fire away. There will be some moments when we might be waiting for something to rip or to download or whatever, and so we might have some time for a little bit of Q&A. I'll probably do that toward the end as well. But as we get going, I do want to remind everybody about the giveaway. So I hope you've gone and entered the giveaway. I believe the signups have ended, or the entries have ended for now. But we are going to be giving away three lifetime Plex passes, courtesy of Plex. Evidently, they saw the review, and they were glad that I gave them a positive review. So they were kind enough to reach out and offer a few lifetime subscriptions for us to give to our viewers. So thank you very much, Plex people, for doing that. I hope you guys went in and took advantage of that this week and got your entries in. If you haven't, don't worry. We're going to be doing more giveaways. We do these every week. And so this week, I believe what it is it's a video doorbell, the Arlo Essentials video doorbell. So if you go into the description, you'll see a link to the giveaways page. Getting your entries is very, very easy. I think you can get 3 or maybe 4 entries per person. Anyway, so it's very easy to get your entries, get in there and enter to win that Arlo Essentials doorbell. Now, this is a product that we have reviewed on the channel. If you missed that one, Steve reviewed it. And so this is a product that has been unboxed and has been used lightly while Steve reviewed that. So make sure you are in the entries for that using the link in the description. Okay, let's see. Hello from Idaho, William Mack. Hello. Yeah, this is a new name for me. I haven't seen you on the stream before, so welcome. If this is your first time, I'm glad you're here. And I love Idaho. I think it's possibly the single most underrated state in the union. There. How's that for a statement? I love Idaho. Okay. Leslie, thanks for explaining Plex. You're welcome. I hope this helps. I do. I hope I don't screw it up. I hope the Plex people aren't watching this later and then, email me and say, you're really, if this were the good place, you really forked that one up. All right. And Cardboard Guy, good to see you. You are a mainstay on these. And so I'm glad to have you here in these live streams. Same with you, Ryan. Good to have you. Okay. Used with love, says Ryan. Yeah, that's right. So, okay. Oh my gosh. We've got New York. Hi, Michelle. SpongeBob's from Texas. Hamza's from Delaware. Adam from London. Okay. All right. So yeah, great. Good to have you all here. Let's get started on Plex now that we're almost 5 minutes into this. I hope the people who are watching this later on demand just, kind of skipped ahead to the good stuff. This is how you know it's going to be the good stuff, right? Okay, so we're on the page now. All right, let's go to the front page of Plex. So with Plex, when you log into Plex, I'm just going to do a quick tour through the interface. On this homepage, you get right up front the continue watching tab. I love that. I love that they put it right here up front. And so, these are going to combine your own videos and anything that you're watching on demand on the Plex service. So again, I love that. I think they really nailed that one. So as you scroll down, this is going to be the stuff on demand, and then you can get you can create your own lists on here, et cetera, et cetera. Over here on the left, this is where we're going to navigate our Plex server and the Plex service. It's kind of a weird distinction, the on-demand stuff and your own library. Okay, so on-demand stuff is here down at the bottom, and your own stuff is right up here at the top. Okay, so if I go in here to movies, you'll see I've got a few things. These are the videos that I loaded in for that video review that I did, and I'm going to show you how I did that. Music, pretty self-explanatory. I've put a couple of things in there, and we'll do another album today. This right here, this Arthur and Friends, the first Almost Real, Not Live CD or tape, is the first CD I ever bought when I was, I want to say 11, maybe. I might even be earlier than that. Might have been like 9 or 10 years old. But I still have the CD, and so I thought that was pretty fun. I took it out and ripped the CD and put it on here. So now I can listen to it on my Plex server. And then another album that I had in my library. Photos. Okay, this one, I'm going to show you a change that I made on this, and we're going to make that change together. So this is pulling directly from my photos folder on my PC, and we're going to make some changes to how that works. Okay, so just to make sure I'm not missing anything, let me go double check. Oh, okay, good. This is good to know. The entries for the Plex memberships will close in 25 minutes. Go get your entries in. So if you're watching this right now, don't hesitate. Go down that link. You can type that in if you want. I'll leave it up for a minute. Or you can go down into the description, click on the link, go over there, get your entries. Like I said, very easy. This is the giveaways that we do. They're not so much a gimmick to get everybody to sign up for this mailing list or that thing or whatever. It's more just, hey, we want to thank you for supporting the channel and for coming to these live streams. We really appreciate you guys being here. And so, it's as simple as like follow us on Twitter, visit us at Reviews.org, whatever. They're very, very simple entries. So go check it out, get those entries in. Sounds like if it's about 5 after the hour, should be closed on the half hour, and then we'll do the drawings live here during the video. Okay, let's see. What does there we go. What does Plex Pass do? That is a great question. We should talk about that. In fact, let's do that right now. While I'm still looking through here. Some SpongeBob album. That's awesome. I'm going to guess that SpongeBob will appreciate that. Oh, good. Okay, so Midwest concert video. I already have a lifetime Plex Pass and love it. That's good. The giveaway, I believe it is US only. But you go to that giveaway page, double check the terms and conditions. Generally, the giveaways that we do are US only. And so you'll just want to go make sure that I'm not crazy. Okay, before we get started on the how-tos, let's go look at the premium. This is what you can get with that Plex Pass. This is the lifetime subscription that we're talking about. This isn't what I wanted. I want the description. Oh, get out of here. Can I? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna pull up a page. There we go. All right. Now we're talking. Okay. So what does Plex Pass get you? DVR recording of live TV. This is so cool. So you get DVR recording of your live TV. If you have a digital antenna, then you can DVR that stuff. Mobile sync and download. So this is kind of like when you're on Netflix and you can download something to your phone so you can watch it on the go. You don't have to be tied to the to your Wi-Fi. Similar thing there. Premium music features, premium photo libraries. I know that you can get like your video quality can go up to 1080 or 4K. Free access to Plex apps, preview releases, early access. Oh yeah, this is cool. So if you have multiple people using your Plex server, so you got family members, roommates, whatever, and they have access to your Plex server, then you can limit how much usage that server takes up, so that you don't end up busting through any other limits you might have. So yeah, you can just Google that. I think I Googled Plex Pass features or benefits or something like that. It's pretty easy to pull up. Okay. Let's see. I just set up a free server a couple days ago. Yeah, pretty easy, right? Not too bad, but we're going to go through it today. Put the giveaway address up again. Again, it is in the description, so you can go down there, but here it is, reviews.org/giveaways. Pretty simple. Reviews.org/giveaways will get you there. All right. See, Ryan, this is one of the nice things about, so I live in Utah, and Utah has a lot of mountains, but it's mostly flat with a lot of mountains on the eastern side of the state. And so like, as long as you're in one of the valleys like that, the signal just goes forever, right? It's really nice. You can get that signal for miles and miles. Okay. All right. I've been using Plex for 5 to 6 years now. Oh, their Twitter sent you here. That's great. Great to hear that they tweeted this out. Yeah, and this is the thing is, okay, so here's something that's important for you guys to know. I thought about signing up for the Plex Pass, the premium version, which I think I will do, but I haven't done it yet, partly because I knew I'd be doing this live stream or a video like it, and I wanted you all to be able to see what it looks like for somebody on the free tier. It's not going to be really much different, but I didn't want what I'm doing to be confusing at all for those who are just signing up for the free service. So yeah, there you go. All right, let's do it. I've kicked around for long enough. Okay, first thing we'll do is let's do music. Okay, so I already mentioned my sweet Arthur soundtrack from when I was a kid. I've got Pascal Obispo. He's a French pop artist, pop rocker, whatever you want to call him. But we're going to add some more music into here. All right, so first thing I'm going to do right here, this little icon, I'm going to come in here and, let's manage my library, make sure it's pulling from the right place, okay? So it is pulling from users, Craig, music. Okay, well, that's one way to do it. So that's the music, the default music folder on Windows, right? So now I can come in here and choose any folder I want to pull music from. On this D drive right here, this is my secondary hard disk drive. It's got 6 terabytes, so plenty of room for me to load lots of movies and music on there. So I'm going to come in here, and I've set up a folder called Plex. So when I go into Plex, I've then chunked this out into music, photos, and video. I could have called this movies to make it match exactly what's going to show up on my Plex, but we can actually, I think, rename that. So either way, let's go to music. Oh, good. All right. So we already have both of those in here. So I'm actually going to get rid of that one and just use this Plex folder specifically. Okay, so save that change. Good. And it should still work. Oh, yeah, no, this one isn't going to work because now it's pulling from the wrong spot. Okay, good to know. So what we're going to do, now it knows. Okay, so it scanned it automatically. If it doesn't scan it automatically, we're going to come back over here to this little menu and scan library files. And that's essentially what it has already done, right? So this one, now it is working. Yay. Okay, and I'm not going to play too much of that because I don't want to get dinged for copyright stuff. Same thing with the videos that we're going to put on here. Okay, but let's put some more music on here. I'm going to open up my trusty 90s CD case. I haven't used CDs in years, but I still have this kind of sitting around. But that's good. There's stuff on here that I can't listen to on Spotify or wherever. And so it's good for me to have it. Let's do this one. Okay. As long as we're on the French train, that was a French rocker. This is Le Roi Soleil. This was a musical that was really big back in 2005 when I lived in France. So I'm going to pop this into my disk drive. Okay. All right. Now that we've got that, here, let's get rid of that for just a moment. Okay. Now that we've got that, let's open this up. Okay. Here we go. Oh, okay. So I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. Let's open up Windows Media Player. So this is what you'll do for music, okay? It's going to be a different process for music and for movies. And what I'll do is, let's see, let's go to a rip setting, more options. Where do I want this to rip to? Let's change that. We're going to go, again, we're going to that D drive. That's the one with the Plex server on there. We'll put it in the music folder. Okay. Apply that change. Format MP3, that's fine by me. We could do a lossless format, but for now, MP3 is okay. And then we just hit rip CD. Okay, so this will take a few minutes, and we should be off to the races. Yeah, okay, 18 seconds is pretty quick, right? All right, so that'll take a few minutes. We'll kind of watch that as it goes. All right, let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Arthur is only bops. That is true. What was it from Parks and Rec? Is it a banger? Yeah, Arthur does nothing but bangers, right? How safe is the Plex server? This is out of my area of expertise. Everything I've seen makes it, seem just as safe as anything else. But I can't comment on, on any security issues or whatnot. Yeah, again, outside my area of expertise. But this would be a potential video in the future if I find out that there are security issues or something. It's something that I would dig into. But I haven't heard of any issues up to this point, or at least not any major issues that would make me not want to sign up for Plex. Okay. CDs should be in a museum. You know what? Like this CD holder should be in a museum for sure. Okay. All right. This is a little off topic, but sure. Is Cinemax worth the $10? Feels like HBO, but you missed previous month movies. Cinemax, I think HBO or Warner or whatever owns Cinemax, and so a lot of Cinemax stuff is on HBO Max. Not all of it, but I'm working my way through a rewatch of Banshee right now. That's a Cinemax show. I'm watching it on HBO Max. So I would probably, here we go. Hurlemania, which is a fantastic name, by the way. Well done. Hurlemania says, no, probably not, because they're owned by HBO. Okay, all right, where are we at now? It says, Windows Media Player cannot download media information for this CD. I kind of chose this one on purpose because it's a little bit obscure, and so that makes sense. I don't know if it would say the same thing if I put in like Aerosmith's greatest hits or something like that. But okay, so it cannot download media information. Basically what that means is I don't get any cover art. It doesn't have the track listing on there. So that sucks. But that's okay. We'll worry about that later. All right, so that should be in our folder now. Let's pull up. Okay. Okay, here's that Plex folder that I've got. If we open up music, unknown artist. All right, that's what we're after. Le Roi Soleil. So now, let's see. Okay, well, let's do it again. Okay, good. And let's just, let's see. RS1. Yeah, there we go. And then we can kind of make our way through these and just rename them. I'll figure out what the actual names of the tracks are later. But for now, this will help us keep track of them on the Plex server. Okay, so we're getting through a few of these. Whoops. There we go. All right, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, good. Oh, I missed one. 6, 7, 1. Oh, number 4. Okay, good. Not a crisis. Okay, great. We've got those on there now. That is in the correct folder. Now we're going to come back in here, click on this little hamburger icon, and scan library files. Let's see if that pulls it up. So it'll tell you right up here that there's some activity happening. I know it's kind of hard to see right under that watermark. See if I can blow that up a little bit for you. All right, so there's some activity happening. Oh, boom, there it goes. Hey, I don't know what that is, what that's about. Okay, so that's fine. It actually pulled in the album art. That's fantastic. That's what we want. But let's click on this little pen right here and edit that. The artist, maybe that's who wrote it. I'm not actually sure. But let's just put the name of the album on there as the artist and as the album. That's fine. Okay, so we can set a different album art here, different background, whatever. But you know what? That album art is what we're after. So we're going to save that change. Oops. Oh, it's not going to. Oh, there we go. Changes could not be saved. What? Why could my change not be saved? Try that. Okay. All right. That's good enough for now. So when we click into here, there we go. Oh, it didn't pull in my track names. Oh, no. Oh, I wonder why. If I refresh metadata, that's going to try to pull in the metadata from online. I wonder if it will be successful. It will not. Okay. Oh, well. But now we've got that album there. I can go in and edit those file names later. I did this with the Obispo. Oh, no, it didn't work. What is happening? That's all right. Okay, so we can edit. That's what I had to do for this album art. The album art did not load in automatically. So, oh well. All right. So if we go in here, I wonder album artist title track 1. So I know this one is called Neil Armstrong ou Gagarin. There we go. Okay, so I can edit the individual tracks. That's interesting that it didn't pull it in from what I did on Windows, but that's okay. All right, so we can change that track there, and that works just fine. Okay, good. So that's music. If you're on a Mac, it should be a very similarly easy process. You go into iTunes. Do they still call it iTunes, or is it Apple Music now? And do a CD rip. It's going to be a very similar process. So you just set up the right folder, rip the music from the CD, put it in that folder, and then refresh the library. So again, we go over here, scan library files, and that'll pull in anything that you've put in there since the last time you scanned. Good. So how's it going so far? Yeah, Plex should find the tracks. Yeah, I'm not sure why I didn't find it this time. I'll have to go and figure out what was wrong. But live streams aren't for live troubleshooting necessarily. So, okay. This is okay. So this is going to be the case for a lot of people. I found that basically all the music I listen to is on streaming services, so I don't use the music feature, but I use Plex to get movies and TV shows that I have on DVD. Yeah, I think this is going to be the case for a lot of people, and for me as well. Most of the music that I listen to, I just stream on Spotify or YouTube or whatever. But if you have anything that's maybe a rare release or just kind of an obscure release. There's this Finnish folk band that I love, but only a few of their albums are available on Spotify, and so I take the other ones and I can put them on my Plex server and listen to them, stream them that way. All right. Oh, okay. When was this? When was it? 12:24. Okay, 5 minutes left to enter the giveaway. If you haven't done so, let's go to Reviews.org/giveaways. Okay, so yeah, we got 4 minutes left. Oh, here, now I can actually pull it up for you. Got 124 entries so far, 4 minutes left. So yeah, pop in there. Make sure you do that. That was last week's video. That's okay. All right, we're gonna load up a new giveaway here after we're done with today's. Okay, so that was music. Let's go move on to photographs. And so the principle here is going to be exactly the same. If we go into music, well, okay, or sorry, that music. Let's go to photos. This is the old stuff. If I try to scan, or if I try to look at these, let's look at the. Oh, it is pulling it in. Okay, that's fine. All right, so yeah, we've got our photos here, but I want to change my. Manage my library. That's pulling it in from my main pictures folder. So I'm going to get rid of that. Do the same thing. Go to my Plex folder, photos, and add. So we're going to save that change. There we go. All right. So it's got a few. I've got a few loaded in there. If we want to add more. All right. So we're going to go into that Plex folder, into the photos. I just threw a few things in there. And let's see what else we've got. Okay. So let's say, all right, so I've got this other folder and I want to have some photos. I want to have access to my photos. In fact, I think I just saw somebody posted an article a day or two ago and says, I gave up Google Photos and just use Plex now. And they had a whole article explaining why. We can come in here, grab some images. All right, the Gondorian flag. Yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't love the Gondor flag? I've got some logos. Oh, yeah, okay. So here's a weird picture of me dressed like a professor for something else. All right, so all I do is pull things into this other folder, the correct Plex folder, and now I can scan for library files. Easy as that. It brings them in. It's going to take a second to populate the thumbnail, but there you go. Yep. Oh, okay, let's get rid of this. All right. Let's close. Oh, yeah, sorry. I pushed the wrong button. All right, right here, I can close that. Let's, there we go. Yeah, I can open that up, make it a little bigger. There you go. Who's got their first edition Lord of the Rings? Not me, I wish. Okay, good. And yeah, when I'm done with that, I can press this X to close that out. Okay, so again, just like the music side, very, very simple. Just put things into the right folder. Now, video is going to, again, be very, very similar, but with one extra step that you've got to do, because Windows doesn't come, well, it does, but it doesn't come equipped with a great ripping software for DVDs and Blu-rays. Okay. Oh, this is a good question. Can you tag photos? Very good question. All right. So let's go in here. Let's do all the ones that have me on them. All right. So we're going to edit that and tag it. Put my name on it, and we'll do portrait. Sure. Save that change. There you go. All right. So now we've got. Let's do the same thing with these two. So we're going to check both those boxes. Edit that. Tags. My name. Portrait. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So those are all saved as portraits of me. There you go. That was a great question. Thank you for throwing that in there. So yeah, when you tag things, then it's going to be a lot easier for you to go and sort through them, find the right things. You know, if you use Plex as a place to store and retrieve photos, you know, instead of Google Photos, instead of Apple, instead of whatever other, you know, Google Drive, then tagging is going to be a way for you to much more easily check through your library. So now I can go, let's see, by name, let's see, photos. Okay, yeah, I can create an album. Oops. Yeah, but I'm not going to worry about all that stuff right now. You can organize your own stuff when you get there. All right. So hopefully this has been interesting and wonderful and enlightening. We're going to get to the video stuff in just a second, but I thought we might announce some winners. Okay, so if you have been, if you've got your entries in for the giveaway, this is for 3 lifetime subscriptions or Plex passes, 3 lifetime Plex passes, and I've got the names here. All right. So the first winner is Deb G. Deb G. Congratulations. We're going to be emailing you in just a few moments. I think you should get an email today, I would assume. The second winner is Ashley Cheney. Ashley Cheney. All right. Ashley Cheney is winner number 2. And winner number 3 is, I'm going to go ahead and use your screen name. I think I can guess your name by your email address, but your screen name is Chenny0. Chenny0. So well done, the 3 of you. Thank you for getting in there for this giveaway, and thank you again to Plex for generously offering these 3 Plex passes, lifetime Plex passes. I think the normal price on that is what, like 120 or 130 bucks, something like that. So this is not nothing that they have given to you guys, and so we appreciate their help with that, and we appreciate all of you for going in and entering. Now that giveaway is done, if you didn't win, I'm sorry, but we do these all the time. So if it wasn't the Plex Pass, maybe it'll be next week's, what was it, the Arlo Essentials video doorbell. And the week after that, maybe it'll be some other product or service. So there's going to be plenty of chances. We're going to refresh that page in a few moments here, and you'll have a chance to enter into another giveaway. So make sure you stick around. I'll let you know. I've got the back end people on the line here from Reviews.org who are going to tell me when that page is updated, and I'll direct you that way. So this is the exact correct way to feel. Dang, congrats. So thank you, Robert. All right. This is a relatively mild live stream. We've got 50 or so people on the live stream right now between YouTube and Facebook. We've done some massive mega giveaways in the past, and not everybody can win, and the salt some people throw our way when they don't win is unbelievable. So yeah, Robert, I appreciate you being kind about it. I wish we could give Plex passes to everybody, but yeah, obviously that's not a thing we can do. So at least now I can still say I never win anything. Well, the math, the odds are in your favor the more you come to these live streams. I'm just saying, watch me shill, okay? I'm shilling for the live streams. The more you come, the better your chances of winning something. So unless you don't want to. If you want to keep the streak alive, then that's your prerogative. All right, so lastly, let's go ahead and do movies. Okay, so you may have noticed, let's see, if we go into my movies tab here, I've got a couple videos, just some videos that I threw in there, a conversation I had with Jim Butcher, one of our YouTube videos that I had kind of sitting on my hard drive, and then the Sucker Punch Director's Cut. I just grabbed the Blu-ray off the shelf and threw that in there. So now that we've got that, let's look. I think that's pulling from an old folder. Okay, so we're going to go into Plex. Let's go into video. All right, good. So I have already uploaded The Last Starfighter. I don't know if you can see that. Extra large icons. All right. So The Last Starfighter. Because I'm cool, you guys, and I love really, really horrible but fun movies from the 80s, okay? Sue me. Speaking of which, that's what we're going to be uploading here in just a moment. Okay, so why are there so many files for The Last Starfighter? We're going to talk about that, and then we're going to get it right, okay, in just a moment. Okay, so how did I get these in here from a DVD? There is a program called Make MKV. Okay, so a lot of people will talk about this. Okay. Oh, by the way, okay, so I just got word the new giveaway is now live on the site. So you can go again in that the link in the description. You can go to the new giveaways page and enter for the next giveaway. Okay, so Make MKV beta. All right, right now I've got a CD in there. What did I? Oh yeah, that's right. We did the musical, the Roi Soleil. And so that it's not going to take a CD, right? So I'm going to pull that out of there. Okay, we'll take care of that in just a moment. And we're going to upload another 80s classic. This one, the old Dune, okay? The perfect high-def movie experience. Oh, yeah, you better believe it. All right, so we've got the Dune Blu-ray. Now, when I pull this in here, okay, let's pop it in, see what happens. All right, it's already reading that. Let's see how quickly it can go through. All right. We'll give that a second. Eric, appreciate it. Big live stream. That's, you guys, I am big live stream. We have like 40 people watching right now. Okay, so this is big live stream. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Okay, good. So now that we're in here, let's go ahead and click on this icon. And it's going to go ahead and scan through the disk. This is not ripping the disk yet. It's just scanning it. It's reading all the titles. And all right, so good. Here we go. We've got all these files here. Now, what do we want? What is going on here? Why are there so many things? All right, so we got this thing, 16 chapters, 35 gigabytes, 300 megabytes. So these are all smaller. These probably featurettes, special features, that sort of thing. What we're looking for is this large file. Let me show you why. Go into this video thing right here. So The Last Starfighter, I pulled everything off of that Blu-ray. But this, you'll notice this is a 26 gigabyte file. And then this one, 1 gigabyte, 200 megabytes. Another, okay, so 2 gigabytes, and so on and so on. So these other ones, these are not the movie. These are, special features, which you may want. You may want to keep those in your library. That's totally up to you. The files are there for you. But I'm going to take everything that is not that actual movie file and just delete that. And then rename it so that it makes more sense. Okay, good. Now, back on this one. So we know that we want that biggest video file. That's the actual movie. Again, you can get all of these if you want, but for today, I'm just going to do that one video file. Once I've got that checked, this one right here, Make MKV. All right, save selected titles. Okay, yes, I do. Okay, so this directory, the D drive, oh, no, I do not. I do not want to create it. I want to go in here, make sure I get the right one. So let's go, where is this going to go? D drive, Plex, video, and let's just put it in there. Okay, now we're going to click on this, and now it'll start. I can hear my disk drive whipping into service, and we'll see. This is going to take a few minutes, and so we're not going to watch the entire process, but it should give us a countdown here after a moment. Once we know how long it's going to take. Maybe it's not going to tell me. There we go. So yeah, it looks like it'll take about 35 minutes to rip that entire 35 gigabyte file. So depending on your disk drive, maybe it'll go faster, maybe it'll go slower. I just kind of got a generic one from LG, so it's fine. But yeah, that's definitely going to take a few minutes. So let's go ahead and let that work for a while. When it's done, that will pull in here. But that's going to take a while to finish up. So on here, we're going to go back. And again, that was the wrinkle, by the way, is just you need to go and download Make MKV or something like it. And then you can use that program to rip the DVDs and Blu-rays that you've got. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh. All right. Manage library. Let's go back and manage our library again. Good. It is pulling from D drive, Plex video. I don't need it to pull from here. Okay, good. It is going from the right place. Let's save those changes. And good. Scan, and boom, there it is, The Last Starfighter. Dune is still coming up, so we'll have a chance to refresh that again when Dune is finished. But if I hit that, oh my gosh, it's got all this info. This is fantastic. Go Plex. That's great. Okay. And, you know, you can do this, again, it doesn't have to be DVDs. It could be anything. So if we pull this up, let's go, I don't care anything. Let's go to these video files. These are some, let's do Lord of the Rings structure. This is a video I did for another channel. We're just going to take this. I'm actually going to copy and paste because I don't want to lose it from that folder. But if we copy and paste it over there, good. Now we can minimize that and scan library files. Come on, you can do it. Oh, okay, it is working. Yep, there it is. Lord of the Rings structure. So this one, yep.
Lord of the Rings.
And then you can just watch through whatever you're watching. So there you go. That's pretty much it. As far as how to do it, it only took us 41 minutes. So I'm going to have to go in after after this video is done uploading into an on-demand state. I'll go in and chapter this out so that people can actually find it. All right, there you go. So, okay, these are some great questions here. Let's pull this up. So Leslie asks, is there a limit to storage on the Plex server? So this was actually answered by another person, Herlamania, says it's limited to your PC storage. You can always add more hard drives for more space. And that's exactly right. So whatever your main working hard drive is, you don't necessarily have to use that. So the one that I've been using, that D drive folder, that's an extra 6 terabyte hard drive that I have connected to my PC. I also have 3 other, I make a lot of media. Okay. I have 3 other hard drives just plugged in via USB to my PC. And so I could theoretically dedicate one of those just to Plex stuff, or 2 of them or more of them. As you saw, if I go in here to manage this library, I can add a folder. I don't just have to have one thing here. I can pull from multiple locations. So if you have a 1 terabyte hard drive and you burn through that with, a bunch of Blu-rays, each with their own 30 to 50 gigabyte files on them, then you can just plug in another hard drive and start, pulling stuff from that. So yeah, absolutely. That is absolutely correct. Okay. So let's see. I'm making sure I didn't find anything or didn't miss anything else. Unfortunately, I wasn't around in the 80s to see these movies. That's okay. It's some things are purely for nostalgia purposes, right? Let me assure you that neither The Last Starfighter nor the that version of Dune, neither of those is a good movie, but that doesn't mean they're not enjoyable movies. Okay, good. So the other thing I was going to mention is just very quickly, now that we've got these in here, in fact, you know what? I'm going to close this and just I'm going to start playing The Last Starfighter. Let's see, can I mute this? Where's my mute button? Okay, good. Let's mute it. I don't want to run into any issues with copyright or whatever. But we're gonna start this file up. Good, there it goes. It's playing. Let's see. Okay, I've watched 20 minutes of it now. Let's say. Oh man, this is a bad movie. Okay, so once that's done, let's go ahead and pause that. Okay, so now I can pull it back up. So you can see it's, it started there, 1984, The Last Starfighter. So I go back to that front page. Oh, no, it's not going to do it yet. It might just take a minute to populate. and I know it's messing with that because I changed the folders. It doesn't have that old stuff anymore. So I wonder if it'll pull it in now. Nah, it'll probably just take a minute to populate, or maybe I didn't watch enough of it, whatever. But those video files, even from your own server, will show up in the continue watching. So that's what you get on your homepage. All right. So if we why is it? There we go. All right. So now we've been up here in these. If we go down here, Plex also has live TV. I feel like I'm just doing a commercial for Plex, but you know what? I'm all right with that because I really like it, and so I'm happy to shill for big Plex, as you guys might say. All right, so these live channels, this is not the same as what you get on cable. I'm assuming those of you watching live, you guys are probably pretty into streaming, and so you would know about this. But this says AMC. That is not AMC the channel, but they do have AMC content. So yeah, you can see we watch Fear the Walking Dead. Same thing with AMC thrillers. Anyway, so you're going to find a lot of stuff like that, like slightly off-brand or kind of B movie tier sometimes, whatever. One thing I like is they do have a lot of Spanish language stuff on Plex, so that's really well done. I am not a Spanish speaker, but I am always on the lookout for that to see how much attention a service plays to that. If we click on movies and shows, you can see, okay, continue watching shows up there again. And yeah, it's going to be very similar. You're not going to necessarily see a bunch of big name stuff, although, every once in a while you'll see, something that had a higher profile. But a lot of it will be kind of smaller stuff. This is fantastic. I put a few things into my watch queue. Got the Dresden Files it's of dubious merit. Oh yeah, you guys should all go watch this one, Mythica: The Godslayer. It's the 5th movie in the Mythica franchise, and you should watch it because I'm in it. That's right. I'm a movie star. I am very famous, and you're all lucky to be on a live stream with me, the star of Mythica: The Godslayer. Which I can't believe they didn't put my photo on here. I did an entire day as an extra, and they didn't bother to put my photo in. Personally, I'm shocked and hurt. But yeah, you should all go watch that one. See if you can spot me. Anyway, so and then yeah, we can do music through Tidal. We can do podcasts, web shows. This is pretty cool. Podcasts and web shows. I like that they pull these in. So unfortunately, they're not going to be pulling my show in anytime soon. But stuff that you would find online, whether it's on YouTube or elsewhere, that are actually, shows, they come in here. So let's go to all shows. Yeah, there we go. So you can go check out Bloomberg or Ars Technica, Cheddar, GQ, all that. So just unbelievable amounts of audio, video, photo content. It's great. So let me get my binoculars to spot you. There's like an opening battle scene in that movie. And I believe I show up in that battle scene. So it was I was one of the soldiers in like a black and white costume, and I had to dive onto the dirt next to an explosive charge. So the trebuchet launches a thing and then it explodes on the ground, right? And I was next to one of those explosions, and so they were super nervous. I had to sign all these things, and then they were like, dive here, not 3 inches to the left, so I'd dive here, and then this thing would go off right next to my face. It was really intense and so much fun. So that was a pretty good day. Okay, so yeah, this is a good way to put it. Basically, the service is the same as Pluto and movies from Crackle and such with ads. Yeah, and that's essentially it. So if you've used Pluto or Stir, or if you've used Tubi or Crackle, whatever, it's that with slightly different content libraries. So anyway, there we go. It's been about 50 minutes now. That was our overview of how to do, or I guess overview undersells it for 50 minutes. That was a pretty deep dive in how to use Plex. Hopefully that will give you and more people in the future, they're going to find this live stream. They're going to watch it on demand. I hope it helps people get through Plex and set up their own servers, because it really isn't too tough. And once you get in there and get it figured out, it's really cool. It's really nice to be able to pull in your own libraries. I've got a basement full of DVDs, and my plan at this point is to kind of just do like 1 or 2 DVDs a day and throw them on my Plex server. And so that way there are things that are on Netflix and then they leave Netflix, or, maybe it switches over to Prime Video, but then, it leaves Prime and you've got to rent it. And I've got a bunch of those DVDs downstairs. And so if I've got them on my Plex server, there's no need for that anymore. Don't sue us. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully this helps everybody out. Leslie, I missed you. There we go. Hopefully it goes smoothly for me. I hope it does as well. This video will be on the channel, and so you can always save this video to your watch list. Again, I'm going to go through and chapter it out at some point, so you can kind of see how to add music, how to add photos, how to add movies, and go through each of those individually. So you can always come back to this video, and yeah, it should be a pretty simple process. All right. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to go down to the description, go to the giveaways page, bookmark that page, because we update it every week with another giveaway. So as long as I'm streaming on a Friday, I'm going to be giving something away. So yeah, bookmark that page. Make sure you go in, get your entries going. The Arlo Essentials video doorbell that we're going to be giving away next week is it's worth... What is it? What are they going for? Like $150 or something like that? Like, it's not a bad deal. This is a used product, because Steve tested it, but still. Yeah, I hope you all do that. I wonder if you have a Wikipedia page. Not as far as I know. There's another Craig Hanks, and he's I want to say he heads up the philosophy department at Arizona State, maybe. But Craig is his middle name, but he goes by Craig Hanks, and it just kills me. Because he, steals all my Google results. So, yeah, this is a good question. Can you share your library with family members? Yep. So you want to be careful about getting into any legal issues, but as long as people live in the same household, basically, like if that person would have access to your DVD, then yeah, they can get in and share your Plex server as well. All right, so now we're going to break for this week, and I'll see you guys again next week. Ryan, it's your job to become a Wikipedia editor and make a page for me. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. And then I can start gaining on those on the Google search results when I Google my name, which I never do. Yeah, just like none of you ever do that, right? Exactly. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you all next week.